Hey there, it's Lenny McGill with the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop here in the amazing Nashville studios today. I've got something new to show you, which is pretty cool. It's called our R-Cut, our 10-day R-Cut, which is part of our 10-day program, our 10-day optics cut, our 10-day C-cut, and now the new 10-day R-Cut, which I think is pretty spectacular. And I want to talk to you about it because it's going to help reduce recoil and muzzle flip. Now, we've been looking at the marketplace, and there's a lot of companies who are doing what they call chunk port out of the front of the slide, and then they're modifying the barrel either with a chunk port as well or shortening the barrel altogether, which is supposed to act as a compensator to help reduce muzzle flip, and it does in a somewhat, but there's some disadvantages there. When you do that chunk port on the barrel, you've got to refinish the barrel, and then also you've got to go inside that barrel and rebore or backbore the rifling to make it clean, because once you take that big chunk out of there, it gets really messy, and that kind of messes up some of your accuracy. I got to be honest, because really you have no real lands or grooves there at that very end, so it may, kind of mess with the accuracy a little bit. What we've decided to do, and for good reason, is we have decided not only to do the chunk port, and of course you see it's moved all the way at the front there, okay? And there's a reason for that. We actually moved the rear sight back. We put the chunk port out the front because the farther out at front, that's that fulcrum action, you have less chance of the gun to be flipping up. We've also, instead of doing a chunk port on the barrel, elected to do ports or small holes. There are 6 of them, and they don't interfere with the rifling of the barrel. The barrel does not have to be refinished. It also jets the gases straight up, which is really nice because that's what is going to help reduce that recoil and that muzzle flip. The process we do is faster, so we can offer it in our 10-day program because we don't have to refinish. We do finish the metal that we cut on the slide with a bluing surface. And then when you shoot it, it actually will carbonize with the gases from the actual gun, and that'll actually prevent rust as well. So the concept behind our R-Cut is that you can preserve the finish of the slide and the barrel. It's less expensive, and we do it faster. Now, if you want to refinish the barrel and the slide, we can do that. We have refinishing on our website. We've got Cerakote options, we've got PVD options, we've got a nice DLC option, which mirrors the Glock Gen 5 finish. So there's some options there. But the key factor to this entire R-Cut is really, in my mind, the placement of the port and the holes at the very tip of the barrel. Because again, you can really, just visualize the concept. Muzzle flip, boom. Okay, gas is ejecting. If they're ejecting back here, well, you have more fulcrum action out here at the tip. So this we've seen to be very, very effective. Now, of course, we have our C-cut, and the advantage of the C-cut is that it looks very much like the factory C-cut. A lot of people like that. It is exactly the factory specs. So if you want to make it look that way, the C-cut has the same concept, and it also jets gases up and reduces recoil. But you'll see that the porting is further forward on the R-Cut. And that's one of the major differences, because that positioning there is what helps reduce the overall flip. Now, let me go and take this gun apart and I'll show you those holes real quick. And, the key here, again, is that we do these fast and we do them inexpensive, so you don't have to refinish if you don't want to. This gun has been shot a couple times, but there it is. You can see the holes are nice and clean. Okay, and again, they jet the gases straight up, which helps reduce some of that muzzle flip. And if you can also take a good look here at the chunk port itself, it's been shot a couple times. We did put our bluing surface on it, but it looks pretty clean, and it's not going to rust, and that's the key factor. So if you're looking to improve your shooting, because it really is, that's what it's all about. Okay, it's kind of a cool look and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it does reduce felt recoil and muzzle flip. And if you're looking to do that, well, this is one of the good options that we have come up with. Now, again, we have our C-cut and now the new R-Cut. And I think we should go out to the range and shoot this a little bit and see exactly how it functions. And you can do some slow motion here. We'll see those gases escaping. All right, we're here in the range now. One of my favorite parts of this entire facility is the fact that these aren't lanes. We've got shoot rooms. And you can do all kinds of fun stuff in here. People come from all around the country to shoot with us. I invite you to come down and do the same as well. So this is the R-Cut, Glock 17, Gen 5. Let's see how it goes. Pretty soft. And accurate. I'm not crunching it, but there you go. All right, now this is the C-Cut. And we do a bunch of them, but the R-Cut is new. Definitely more flame coming out. So it's a definite difference. And it's really up to you what you think is going to be the best. If you like the C-Cut look, or if you like the R-Cut look, they're both effective in reducing muzzle flip. And that's the bottom line, because that's going to make you a better shooter. I'm Lenny McGill. This, of course, is the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop here in Nashville. Come down and see us and shoot with us, because it's like something you've never done before. Thank you.